North Korea has tremendous potential, and really potential under the leadership of Kim Jong-un. Let's see how it all works out. A third summit could happen, and it's step by step.
President Trump making it clear that he's still open to meeting Kim Jong-un after that failed talks in February. Now, the comments coming during his sit-down with South Korea president just a short time ago. Gordon Chang, who's author of the new book, Losing South Korea, he joins me now. This is the cover of the book, and I'm glad you're with us because you've been talking about this and how important this part of the puzzle is, and no one else really is focused on it the way you have.
Yeah, the thing about South Korea is it's got a president, Moon Jae-in, who is very pro-North Korea, comes from a generation in South Korea that is deeply anti-American. What he's trying to do is to unify the two Koreas, and really we're just sort of an annoyance, an obstacle to him. So he's really supporting Kim Jong-un right now. Yeah,
well, he initially got into office, though. He made some maneuvers like taking down the defense shields and, I mean, has the overtures been so much that Kim Jong-un knows that he can play him?
Yeah, well, certainly Kim knows that. And those overtures are really unpopular now in South Korea. And the reason is, if you go back 5 months ago, people in South Korea were saying, yes, Kim Jong-un is different. He is going to give up his weapons. Things are going to be great on the peninsula. Since that time, though, and those 5 months, basically, Kim has disappointed everyone in South Korea. And so Moon's popularity has now gone from the mid-80s down to whether, low 40s or high 40s, depending on who you believe, but a big precipitous drop.
What should the parameters be for a third summit between President Trump and Kim Jong-un?
I think it should be that North Korea agrees to, first of all, disclose all of its facilities beforehand, and then agrees to a timetable for giving up its nukes. I mean, we've now got to the point where we've had 2 summits. Really, what we need to do is have success.
Let me circle here about China. A couple things this morning. Stephen Mnuchin saying China and the United States have agreed on a trade deal enforcement mechanism. Also, China sweetening its cloud offer after President Trump rejected their first olive branch. Seems like moves in the right direction.
Well, it's moving towards an agreement. I don't think that's the right direction, but nonetheless, it's moving there.
You don't think an agreement is the right direction, or that these are the right foundations for an agreement?
Oh, these are the foundations for an agreement. I just think an agreement can't work for internal reasons inside of China. And really, the best thing for the United States is to disengage from China, because we've had sort of 4 decades of trying to do it the other way, and it's all failed.
Speaking of disengaging, I want to ask you real quick with a minute to go. Engaging. I was in Europe in December. I saw Chinese citizens everywhere, about half the tourists at the Vatican. Then in Detroit, I was in Detroit giving a speech on Tuesday. Automation, electric vehicles was the topic. About 60% of the people at my speech were Chinese, and every time I put up a slide, they were taking pictures. They have this ferocious appetite to learn about the rest of the world and get their fingerprints everywhere. I think that's phenomenal, but I feel like we're complacent by comparison.
We certainly are complacent by comparison. We're consumed now by domestic politics, and so we're not thinking about those countries outside that are challenging the U.S. across the board. That certainly is China. And by the way, Charles, you put your finger on something really critically important, and that is for about 4 or 5 decades now, the Chinese have been the most curious people on earth. Some of it's government-driven, a lot of it is just personal. The Chinese want to know.
Well, hey, we want to know. We got you. Losing South Korea. Thank you very much, Gordon. Appreciate it.